Hi everyone, this is Peter McPhail with Lifestyle Properties Maine. Thanks for joining me today. We are at 41 Caribou Road in Passadumkeag. Today we are going to look at the house that was built and designed between the house and the grounds for kids of all ages and grandkids. If you have grandkids, they will never want to leave here. The home itself, it's 4 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. We're on 5.5 acres of land. There are multiple garages, a beautiful above ground swimming pool, which for today is going to be in the mid 90s. This is a pool day for sure. An amazing playground for the kids. It's going to blow your mind. So thanks for joining me, but we're going to go ahead and take a look. But before we do, let's talk a little bit about Passadumkeag. The last census here, population was less than 400 people. So it's a very small rural community. The village of Passadumkeag is where two of the rivers come together. You have the Passadumkeag River, flows into the Penobscot River. So you're literally just minutes away from the boat launches there. If you love to canoe, kayak, do some bass fishing, the bass fishing on the Penobscot River is absolutely phenomenal. The town of Passadumkeag was incorporated in 1835, making it Maine's 322nd incorporated town. Now, trivia question for the day. Put your answers in the comments below. What is Maine's oldest incorporated town? Our first town in Maine. Put that in the comment below. But let's head inside and take a look. Coming off the front covered porch into the entryway, here's nice vinyl plank flooring, which is incredibly durable. If you have dogs, this wears very, very well. There's a nice coat closet in here for your coats and your shoes. We're going to step into the living room. The living room is 13 by 17, has a beautiful maple hardwood flooring in here. Nice view of the maple trees out on the front yard. And we do have a propane fireplace here. And then moving in from the living room into the formal dining room. This is 11 by 13. And again, the beautiful hardwood floors flow into here as well. And this gives us direct access out onto the back deck, covered back deck, and in a little bit we'll go out and show you the pool and the deck and the playground. And then from here, guys, it just continues, flows into the kitchen area. And very spacious kitchen for those who like to entertain, for big families. You have lots of counter space here. And from the kitchen window, we're just looking out towards the playground. Stainless steel fridge, electric stove. And then from here, we came in through the front door on the porch, but if you're going to park your car in the garage, then you've got direct access through the mudroom here. So this door here goes out in the garage. We'll look at that in just a second. So if you were to park in the garage, come in, you've got another closet here. And what I like is it's almost like two separate mudrooms. We've got some more storage here for your coats and your hats. But what is really convenient is we have a nice half bath here on the first floor. So when you got company coming over, here's a half bath for your company to use. Let's continue on into the family room. Guys, I'm heading back through the kitchen to the family room. I did want to point out the pellet stove. There is a brand new hot water baseboard boiler in the house. But this pellet stove gives you some nice secondary heat, especially here in the kitchen. The kitchen itself is 13 by 19. Wanted to point that out so you have plenty of space here. In the family room, there's a nice, call this the family room or a den. It could be a home office, whatever you prefer. It's 11 by 14, plenty of space in here, and there is a nice closet area on that wall as well. Continue on. We're going to head upstairs and take a look at all the bedrooms. So the home, guys, the colonial is 2,240 square feet. All of the bedrooms are up here on the second floor. Well, I'm calling it 4 to 5 bedrooms. If you didn't need that many bedrooms, I would certainly, I'd have a study or an office up here. But as you come up the stairs, this first bedroom, this is on the roadside and has a nice ceiling fan in here. This does look out over the front yard, but I would probably utilize this space here as maybe a craft room, hobby room, something along those, if you didn't need the 5 bedrooms. But we continue on across the hall. And as I said, the home for kids and grandkids. And you see, we've got the old Pac-Man game. That kind of brings back some memories. Kind of dates myself a little bit. But same here, you got the ceiling fan. You have a closet here as well. And this room actually is looking towards the backyard over the playground. As we continue on, this end of the house is serviced by, we have a full bathroom here. It's got ceramic tile flooring, lots of natural light in here. You know, this is facing the southwesterly side of the house. There's all kinds of light that's coming in. And then from here, guys, we have at the very end of the house, actually, we do have a little closet here. And we have 2 bedrooms on the end of the house here. Again, ceiling fans and closets. And then finishing this end of the house is the last bedroom. And again, this one is on the southwest side. And you get a lot of light here. So the ceiling fan, we do have the closet. We're going to head down to the master bedroom now, so you can take a look at that. So the whole south end of the house is the master bedroom. And as you can see, we have a king-size bed in here, plus the dressers and bureaus and whatnot. So there's plenty of space in here. And we do have the ceiling fan. We have a closet here. And then the bathroom, a nice modern bathroom in here. As you can see, plenty of natural light in here as well. And there is a closet in the master bath here. Nice master bedroom suite. All right, guys, now that we've seen all the bedrooms upstairs, we're going to head down into the basement. I want to show you that space. That could be utilized definitely for the kids get a little rowdy and you want to play room down there. Well, that would certainly make a good space for it. But let's head down and take a look. So here in the basement, guys, it's kind of a blank slate. It's unfinished, very neat and tidy. But as you can see, it's a billiard room right now. And this pool table, as far as I know, I believe the pool table is going to stay. So if you've been looking for a place to house a pool table, it's already here for you. And I've kind of tested out the Q-stick, and there's plenty of space around the table, so it'll work. But as you can see, here's the new heating system that was just installed. I believe that was just done last year. So that's all been updated for you. Here's the working components of the well. Here's your expansion tank, the well. Your oil tank supplies the fuel to the heating system. You got all this open space down here for plenty of storage, workshop if you wanted to do that, although with all the garages that we have here. You got plenty of space for a workshop in one of the garages too, but you got space here as well. And this room here is just storage. I think it'd be a great place to keep all your holiday, Christmas decorations or anything else you may have. Hey guys, a couple of other things I wanted to point out here in the basement. This set of stairs here, it does 2 things. It goes directly to the outside of the house, but there's also a door that leads to the back of the garage. So the attached 2-car garage, there's a way to come down into the basement from the garage, which is kind of convenient. Yeah, bringing in big things to store. But I believe at one time, I think there was a wood stove, wood boiler here. And I believe that's how they threw the wood in. It was super convenient, direct access. Basically, you get to the top of those stairs, you open up a door, toss your firewood in. But the owner also has done a tremendous amount of work inside and outside on the house, kept it up exceptionally well. But he's had brand new cellar windows installed, so they're thermal pane. It's amazing. A lot of people don't realize how much heat loss that you get from that top of your foundation between that and the windows. So he's taking care of that. Those are all brand new thermal windows. Now we're going to head outside, and I can't wait. I want to show you guys some of the landscaping and just the playground, swimming pool area. So let's head outside and take a look. The outside porch here, covered porch, guys, is 5 feet by 24 feet. So as you can see, we got a couple of rocking chairs out here. Nice little rocking bench as well. And flower gardens along the whole, there's planters along the whole front of the house here. You can see those. Azaleas are absolutely in bloom right now. And Brenda, the homeowner, she's doing a phenomenal job with the flowers. I can tell you right now, my wife and I have been fighting Japanese beetles all summer long. They've tried to devour everything we've had. But so far, we're doing okay with that. Now, as you can see in the front of the house, and we've got the attached two-car garage, beautiful paved driveway. Let's just step into the garage for just a second. And as you can see, plenty of room for a couple of garages, a couple of vehicles, things to store. But this door right here, that goes down into the basement. When I had just showed you in the basement, the way up the staircase, that goes down into the basement right there. And then from the garage, we have, I'm going to call this one the garden garage. I believe it's 10 by 16. So either your garden garage, or if you have your ATVs and want to get those into storage, perfect spot here. But for those who like gardening, I think this would be your own special place to keep all your gardening tools and whatnot. Let's continue on out in front of the house. So in the front yard here, guys, a couple of beautiful maple trees, actually 3 maple trees, another flower garden out front here. The maple trees gives you a really good buffer from the road, although honestly, guys, the Caribou Road's not that busy of a road anyway. This side of the home, you get a lot of shade. I'm stepping out away from the house, so the sun's hitting me, but this porch, you're going to get shade most all day long. Unlike where we're heading right now up to the swimming pool, the back and the side of the house over there gets sunshine most of the day. So let's head out and take a look. All right, guys, so we're here in the backyard, and as you can see, custom fireplace, barbecue area, something I've always wanted, haven't taken it on yet, but absolutely beautifully done, well done. And then I have this deck that wraps around the entire pool. And I got to tell you, I'm having, actually Joey, our cameraman's having all he can do not to jump in the pool. I just had to fish him out there a minute ago. But as you can see, we have this covered porch over here too. This is 13 by 15. And for the adults here, a good place to have a lunch out here on the backyard and just watching the kids play. Hey guys, I did want to point out that the owner put a new pool liner in and a new pump. So that's been taken care of. Ready for you guys to come enjoy this the rest of the summer here. Let's walk out to the 10 by 21 pavilion. And this is all, what's kind of cool about this, you have a concrete slab here. Obviously it's covered. So if you're out here cooking on your smoker or your flat top, whatever you're going to do, you're out of the sun. Got electricity for the lights here. You have more space to entertain your guests. A little bit closer to the playground if you need a referee with some of the kids getting rowdy. But what a great space here. Let's talk about the playground. This kind of brings back some memories of some of the schools I used to go to. Ring Street School or stuff like that. I used to have, the only thing that's missing here from when I was in school would be I think they called it a merry-go-round, right, Joey? Merry-go-round. But we got the jungle gym. This is fun. The bounce house. First time I ever used the bounce house was in Oklahoma. We were visiting some of my wife's family there, and he's got 3 boys. Great way to get the energy out in the bounce house. But as you can see, a lot of fun stuff to do here. Nice swing set, slide, the old teeter-totter, and the sandbox. So wood chips are all been, the owner just brought in some new wood chips here. But what a great space for your kids and the grandkids. Let's head over to the last detached garage. So here we are, guys. The last detached garage is 16 by 20. It does have electricity here. We're quite a ways off from the house. So to me, this would make an ideal wood shop, because if people want to be quiet in the home, you can be out here running some power tools, and you're not going to bother them. As you can see, we've got a carport next door, so off the edge of the garage here. If you needed to store your canoes, your kayaks, perfect spot for it, guys. All right, so it is a super hot day in the 90s. My cameraman Joy, I forgot to bring his Gatorade today, so we had to get into the pavilion here to get some shade. He and I both needed some shade. But let's talk about location-wise, some of the things to do in Passadumkeag. We are about 8 minutes away from a boat launch to Coldstream Pond. Coldstream Pond is about a 3,000-acre pond, and it's beautiful. It's crystal clear water. It's over 100 feet deep. My brother and I used to snorkel that a lot, and we'd be snorkeling along. You think you're in eight feet of water, and you dive down to the bottom, and you're about 15 feet of water. But just a beautiful lake, great fishing there, and all kinds of boating activities that people like to do. And it's a fairly, believe it or not, it's a fairly quiet lake as well. So we are also, so you got Cold Spring Pond. I've already talked about the Penobscot River and the Passadumkeag River, which is just minutes away. But the University of Maine in Orono is about 30 minutes away. That's our flagship university. And so if you have any students that would be going there, they could easily, you could live here and they could commute to UMO. You could go down and catch some sporting events there. The hockey, if you're lucky enough to get hockey tickets, the Maine Black Bears hockey team has been doing phenomenal. I've been to some football games down there, some soccer games, but always fun to watch. The Baxter State Park and Mount Katahdin from the house here, you know, you're talking roughly an hour and 20 minutes. If you wanted to do a day trip to Acadia National Park, Bar Harbor, you know, you're roughly a couple hours away. If you're traveling if you needed to get to the international airport in Bangor, the city of Bangor with some fantastic restaurants and lots of culture there, it's about 45 minutes away from the house. And Boston's 4 hours and 15 minutes. So it's just it's a super location, small rural Maine town, but you don't have very far to go to get whatever you might need. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. If you've been watching for a while and haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really encourages us to make more content for you, so we enjoy what we do. If you're watching and you own property on Moosehead Lake and that you want to sell, I do have a buyer that I've been trying to help find a property up there, and we haven't quite found the right one for them. So if you do have a property on Moosehead, give me a call. Love to talk to you about that. So let's recap what we looked at here today, guys. We are in the town of Passadumkeag, Maine, population less than 400. We've got a 2,240 square foot colonial, 4 to 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, attached 2-car garage, a small 10 by 16 garden garage, detached 1-car garage, so all kinds of storage space, 5.5 acres, 520 feet of road front. The price here is $395,000. This has been Peter McPhail with Lifestyle Properties of Maine. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.